So you've secured a brand partnership, but now it's time to actually create the content for it. But what does the process of creating content for a brand campaign actually look like? We're here in my bedroom today at my vanity because we're doing something a little bit different, because I am actually going to be walking you through how I film a brand deal. This is a brand I'm so excited to be working with. It's a brand I've actually used before, and I'm going to walk you through my process from reviewing the campaign brief to getting ready to film and going through the shot list to make sure that I have every single clip that the brand could possibly want to create a finished reel and send to them for approvals. I've been wanting to create this video for so long and finally had the chance to do so on not a crazy deadline and at a time where I could vlog and show a little bit of behind the scenes. So without further ado, let's rewind to earlier today and jump into the brand collaboration. So I just took a little lunch break, but now I'm back and ready to get filming. So looking at the shot list, there are a bunch of shots that they want, you know, my face in, obviously, showcasing the product, but then there are also a lot of product specific shots that don't require me being on camera. So I'm going to film the parts with me being on camera first, anything talking to camera, applying the product, all of that. And then for individual product shots, I can film those after, knowing that I already have completed the talking to camera or the face first camera angles. And they definitely gave some helpful talking points, but they said, please add natural talking points based on your experience. That's obviously what we like to hear from brand partners. And so they actually sent over a bunch of their products, but I am just looking now at which one I think will show up best on camera of the shades that I liked the best. They sent me 8 in total. Kind of narrowed it down to these 3, but I think I'm gonna do this one because I think this one is something I would actually wear and I think it'll show up best on camera. Like, it's one of the deeper shades compared to some of the lighter shades. Now, this might sound a little funny, but before I start filming, it's almost like my little mental checklist of before I left the house, right? Did I like use the restroom, brush my teeth, make sure my hair looks good, like check in the mirror one more time before leaving the apartment? So it's kind of that same mental checklist before I start filming. Ideally, I also like my lighting and sound to be in place. They are doing a little bit of flooring work in my building today, so I've got a little bit of banging in the distance that hopefully you don't hear and hopefully will not get into the video. But when it comes to lighting, let me show you my lighting setup here. So I have this huge vanity that has a built-in ring light. However, it's not super strong. So to help with that, I have this supplemental ring light, and this one also has the phone stand. So that is where I'm going to place my phone. I'm also going to wipe my phone camera with the, piece of linen of the romper that I'm wearing, just to make sure that when I turn the camera around and I'm filming video that it looks super clear, which it does right now. So that gets popped in right here. And then I actually have this super long charging cable from Amazon. I can link it in the video, where I'm able to keep my phone charged and plugged in while I'm filming the content. So I don't have to worry about having to stop to charge my phone or change the positioning or anything. We are locked and loaded and ready to go. And then for even more additional lighting, just because it is a little cloudy today and overcast, and I'm trying to keep the light here as consistent as possible, got this handy little LED clip-on light that clips on just like this, and I try to bend it forward a little bit. So this is what the whole official setup looks like, and I'll insert a little clip of what it looks like from the phone perspective. And then the last thing I do is put my phone on Do Not Disturb, just so no incoming calls or texts distract me while I'm filming. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, I got the first round of shots done that involved me applying the product. It also looks so good, by the way, and it's so nice that like I've used this product before and I actually like it. That's the best kind of brand partnership. But now I'm going to work on getting the product shots just of the eyeshadow stick and its packaging and everything. So I'm gonna look for a little white wall area where I can get some kind of close-up shots of that. Okay, so I was able to film everything requested on the shot list, and the next step is going to be to go through and edit everything all together, edit it all down into 30 seconds. There was just one line of this video that I said like speaking to camera, so the rest I'm planning to do a little voiceover of. So I might take some of these talking points and write my own little script just to make it easier when I go to record the voiceover, because whenever possible I like to try to do it in as few takes as possible to both feel the most authentic, like if I'm speaking about a product that I'm endorsing, and also just to save time, obviously. And I know I'm a little bit backlit right now, but I love how the look turned out, and I am excited to get to editing. Okay, so I went through the talking points and I created a little script. So what I'm gonna do now is edit all of the clips together, and then I'm going to record this voiceover with all of the clips. All right, so I've gotten it down to 35 seconds here, so close to 30, and once I get it to 30, I'm gonna do my first go around with the voiceover, and I actually record that right here in InShot. I usually alternate between InShot and CapCut depending on basically if I need auto captioning or not, because CapCut does auto captioning. InShot I can still insert text really easily, so either of them work really well for me. So proud of myself, got it down to 30 seconds, and now I'm going to do my first couple of takes of the voiceover process. And it is here to change the game and make applying eyeshadow quick and easy. Change the game and make applying eyeshadow quick and easy. No one talks about how annoying it is to have to listen to your voice over and over and over and over again when you're editing a brand partnership. All right, I'll come back to that. Whether you like simple neutrals and pinks like the shade I'm wearing here, that's turning out to be a little long with the way I edited the clips, so I'm gonna change the way I'm saying that. Just gonna shorten it to there are 32 shades to choose from. Or you prefer bold colors, there are 32 shades to choose from. Did I say whether you like simple neutrals? Got it now. All right, so that is done, and now I've got a version of the video that I'm pretty happy with. So I am next going to send this to the brand to get their feedback, see what they think about it, and see if there are any edits or anything. So I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes look into what goes into creating a sponsored post for a brand. I am so excited, like I said, to be working with this particular brand, and it just feels like things are picking back up in general. Obviously the summer months can tend to be a little bit on the slower side if you are a content creator, so if you've experienced that, fear not, I have definitely seen an uptick in inbound emails in my inbox this week, and it's been very reassuring. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos every Tuesday, and if you want to work with more brand partners, I will link my video with all of my best tips for writing an amazing pitch email for you to watch up next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.